Hi everybody, it's Tim here again. Now you may be seeing some various things going up on my channel recently. I'm kind of run out of stuff to play. Been doing a bit of detective games, a little bit of Fallout every now and again. And I thought I've actually bought a couple of things that I'm thinking, I'll have them go up as full playthroughs in a bit. And yeah, I've got a bunch of other stuff though that I've never actually completed. And I thought, Fallout 1, that's one of the ones I've never actually completed on the channel. I've completed it many times in my life, but I've never once on the channel. I mean, well, not even that once on the channel. Yeah, I've played it once and got to like Shady Sands and that was it. So I thought, I'll have a go again. And it looks like, I don't know. It's all. I press load game and it's gone black. Yeah, so my previous game that I saved, I've obviously gotten rid of it at some point. And I don't know why it's taking so long to do these transitions. I've got friggin' 50 frames a second running Fraps, like maybe it's Fraps recording, I don't know. Maybe I have to do something else. But anyway, fade to black. I hope this isn't. Well, I don't know. I say hope. I don't know. All right, let's continue. There's the whole story behind this is. Well, if you haven't seen it yet or know about it yet, I don't know what the hell you're getting on, because this is years old. We're on Fallout 4 now, which is technically like Fallout 7 or something like that. The Vault Dweller is the name, or the identity given to a particular person who left Vault 13 to go on a quest. That quest kicked off the entirety of what we know about Fallout. Quick history lesson: he goes off, or he or she goes off, does some stuff out in the wasteland that leads on to Fallout 2. Events that they actually helped do, that leads to certain things happening that, without spoiling it, things like the NCR. Without the Vault Dweller, the NCR most likely would not have existed, or actually being able to be created up to the level it is that you see in New Vegas. And various characters and people you see in Fallout 4 wouldn't be doing what they were doing at that point if it wasn't for events that happened in Fallout 1. So this one person basically created the world of Fallout 4 in one way or another. And the three main characters you get to normally use, if you want to basic ones, are Max Stone, who's basically a bruiser, Natalia, who's a thief, and Albert, who is a diplomat. I'm going to create a new one because, creating a new one. I'm going to go for a kind of a fairly tall character. Let's have good luck, because I'd like to actually encounter some wasteland events. Charisma and intelligence, they require to be good. Perception guns, sequence and ranged combat modifiers. And let's put my perception down, why not? And charisma and intelligence up. Ability 5. Endurance. Modifies hit points, poison and rad resistance, healing rate, and the additional hit points per level. 28. Put my agility to 6 so I can get 2 punches. I may have to do that. Okay. Right, let's have a look at skills. With that build, I'm going to want... speech is going to be a useful one for me. And slightly better unarmed than melee weapons, but I think you can get better melee weapons than you can unarmed, so let's put melee weapons up there. And sneak, because I'm going to want to avoid getting into bigger fights if I can get away with it, I think. Well, actually, what's Outdoorsman do? Knowledge of plants and animals. It's a dumpy thing, I reckon. Practical knowledge of the outdoors and ability. Outdoorsman... Actually, I think Outdoorsman might be kind of bonuses to travelling around. Maybe travel speed. Getting some of the more wild perks and things. Yeah, I'm going to go there. So I'm going to be stabby, talky, survivalist. Right, optional traits. Quite often I take either skilled or gifted. Innate abilities more than most. It's not spent much time having your skills. Your primary stats are +1, but you get minus 10% on all skills to start and receive 5 less skill points per level. Well, that's not actually bad, because at the moment I think the skill points you get are 10 base plus your intelligence. So I'll be getting 17. Now if I take that and just drag some points back out, so kind of strength and agility remain what they are, I would normally get to 19, but that'd probably be reduced by 0.55. But it would put me in better stance. So what would I rather have? 17 skill points per level, or 14 skill points, but all the rest of my stats higher. I think I can take that hit. I'll take the physical gifted. Bang! There we are. And because my luck's gone up, so it's not quite a drop down, but it's not, it's not that bad. Yeah, that's luck, intelligence. Let's just put agility down to actually 7. So I think 7 can get me a punch and an aimed punch, which isn't bad. Hit points gone up. I'm class 7, carry out 75. Poison is 25%, radius is 10, sequence 8. How soon? So I go 8th, I think. Was it perception? Yeah, combat sequence. So if I drop, for example, there. So see, the higher the points, the sooner you go. Should I put that to 19? There we are. Right, so intelligence 9. Intelligence 9, charisma 8, agility 7, luck 9, endurance 5, perception 4. Perception down again. Doesn't perception really modify much? Ooh, can't get much lower than that. What's it really doing? That's just doctor first aid. Okay, let's stick with that. And we'll do fast metabolism. Much less resistant to radiation and poison, but feel faster. Don't really need it because healing isn't really much of a worry. You can just sit around somewhere and rest up. Bruiser, a little bigger, a little slower, not hit as often, but feel it when you do. Total action points are lowered, but strength is increased. Let's see. So I've got 8 action points. If I take that, I drop to 6. But I have very good strength. Again, this is kind of what I could do. You see what I could do? I could take Bruiser and have strength 7, then reduce my strength by 2 and put it in agility. So I have so I become Although, yeah, I'd still have the same action points. I would be I'd be acting faster. So, put that down to 5. And put agility up. Ah, no, I'm limited. 7 is the most action points I can have. Ah, okay. And sequence 8. Like 10. 10%. Could put my intelligence up. Charisma up to 9. Is it endurance effects? No, I don't know what affects outdoorsman. Okay, okay, I think that'll do. It's a bit of a weird character. Much more thinky. A lot more thinky and talky. But I've got melee weapons as a skill. I think that's just basically to get me pie, and later on I can get stuff that will boost my strength. That'll be fine. Age 25, yeah, that's cool. Male, yes, and I shall be called Gorbz. Fade to black.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe, okay?
Right, so there you have it. That was our conversation with the Overseer, saying we are the best choice for going out into the wasteland and finding a new controller chip. Only he didn't think we were the best choice before, because you see Ed. Ed's dead. Ed's also wearing a Vault 13 jumpsuit. And he had ammo and a knife on him. So Ed went out before us. Who is Ed? Don't know. But he probably got the same speech from the Overseer. Yeah. Oh wow. Ow. Okay, so I'm not going to be quite as good at meleeing this as I thought I might end up being. And yes, I could potentially try and sneak through all these rats. However, it's not in my best interest to sneak through just yet, because the XP I get from killing these will be useful. So let's have a stroll over here. Actually, I want to kind of... Yeah, enemy, as you just noticed there, and I may have mentioned before, I don't know, because I cannot recall everything I said during the last time I played this. Yeah, eat that. The enemy's vision is cone based, so if you walk behind them, even if you're sneaking, there's a fair chance they won't actually see you. Like that. So I know I said, oh, I'm just going to kill all these rats, but I thought, nah. I'll kill them when I come back. To the west, you can see a natural light. For the first time in your life, you are looking at the outside world. Not only the first time in my life, but also the first time in... oh, I don't know, good 150 years, anyone actually in this region. Right, here we are. This is